10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model.
Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Today we continue on in WildCard Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC WildCard game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Hey, 53! Mike, 58, right there. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pierre Desir in on the stop.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Brady. Got him in. It's Brown. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check three, check three.
Campbell making the catch. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, it's Mack. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, Brissett. Ebron's got it. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Brady now to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Brissett now. Funches has it complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. A big play there for Indy. Give him 42 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On 2nd down now, it's Mack, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is, into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
Let's go, let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it here. This is James White. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Margus Hunt able to take him down.
58, the mark. 58, the mark. You must be an alpha. Shadow.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
From midfield, here's Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Margus Hunt, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On play action, it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Get ready. Get ready.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. 3rd and short yardage, Brissett. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Mike Bennett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. That's taken on the 25. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Michel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, come on. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch twist. Hey, check it.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a play fake. Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Wait, 20. Mike, 58, right there. We own it.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Justin Houston in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Michael Bannon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing, Brissett. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And it's Michel once again. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 27 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Michel. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Play action. Now it's Brady. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on second down. Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Kill, turn up.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Again, it's Brissett. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Wait, that 53! I got you! I got you! Hey, 66!
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play fake. Brissett. Complete to Hilton. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run with Ware. And an alley to run. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 13. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Hey, Alabama. All right, here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Wait, that 380. Yeah, Mike, I'm coming after you.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me, because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Again, it's Michelle. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Down Michelle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
49 the mic. Watch 49. Hey, Charlie. Alpha.
On play action. Now Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Mack. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
No, 56. Mine's 56. Here we go, dude.
To throw, Brissett. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Round 80. Come on. Hey, here I come.
On first down, Michelle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Wait, that's 53. Right, 58, right there. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Shit. No, 66.
They'll run with Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Emoji man face palming with medium dark skin tone.
Now Brissett. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.